Hey going everybody, it's Adrenaline7 here, and we are playing Wolfenstein the New Colossus. Okay, so Wolfenstein 2, the New Colossus to be precise. So this is still the first mission, I'm still in the wheelchair, I'm still carrying my gun around on my lap like that, and basically after shooting a few Nazis to start off with, now it's time to collect some ammo and some health, even though I don't really need the health. As you can see, it stops at 50 anyway, so that's not so bad. But, excuse me, it, you know, just makes me feel like a tough man, considering I'm, like, completely shredded up and look like Frankenstein's monster. So here we go, shooting more enemies, that's all fine. As you can see, the audio and the video don't really sync up too well. I'm having a lot of frame rate issues with this game in particular. Like, some of the frame rate slows down to, like, I don't even know what it slows down to. It looks like it's slowing down to like 50 or 30 or even 30 or something like that, and then raising back up to 60. It's ridiculous. It's so you know, it just, I reckon I need to cap this game at some point, which is interesting because I've got a pretty souped up computer. It should be running it fine, but you know, it just doesn't seem to be working very well. Anyway, we got some Nazis trying to shoot us, and yeah, just as I was about to try and shoot them, they get splat. They get splattered everywhere. Oh, it's set at the back there. So yeah, if you try and walk through, if you try and roll through there, you're going to get split as well. You're going to blow up. You're going to basically combust. Actually, combust isn't the right word. You're going to explode. So yeah, here you just, you know, I ended up just grabbing all the ammo and stuff like that as well. Of course the floor's wet when there's blood everywhere, and that obviously means the system's working. So here we have, obviously we're going to have more syncing issues with the audio, but it's turning out to, actually it's with the video than the audio. No, it's the audio. It's actually the audio that's not sticking up. Oh well, in any case, yeah, so this is where you start getting all your objectives and all your missions and stuff like that. This is where they start giving you a bit of story, in-game story.
How long you've been in bed? 5 months. Your body is broken. You understand? Your kidneys are failing. You might have difficulties to urinate, to use your schmeckle, to do many
as you can tell, obviously the U-boat's getting attacked and stuff like that, obviously because there's Nazis on it, but outside of the U-boat there's actually an aircraft that's actually bombarding you, and no, I'm trying to, oh, and you got Nazis in the background going there. I'm just trying to think, what is it called? Is it Chekhov's gun? Or something like that, where, you know, you put an image, you put an object in the background, or you have some focus on the background while something else is going in the foreground to bring your attention to something else. Oh man, I can't remember. Or is it just having an object in the background to symbolize something important? And, you know, or is it the law, that says that if you're going to put something in a scene, make sure it has meaning or something like that, or you're going to refer back to it or something like that. I can't remember. I really need to brush up on all my drama knowledge and media knowledge and stuff like that, considering I'm supposed to teach, considering I teach drama. Oh, in any case. Oh god, it's just, so as you can see, oh god, how much blood have I got on myself? That's nuts. Have to admit, I do love the graphics in this game, considering that there's like frame rate issues and everything like that going on. Oh god, they're so out. It just works so well. It, you know, it's brilliant. Makes me actually want to try and play the Doom remake and stuff like that. But at the same time, you know, because apparently it runs on the same this game and Doom 2016 run on the same engine, or is it 2017? Oh man, I can't remember. I think it was 2016 it was done. Okay, so as you can see, and you roll downstairs. I'm surprised they don't hear that, because they would have went bum 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 bum. Okay, stealth takedowns are still pretty cool, alright. And luckily enough, later on you actually get some decent weaponry to do some silent takedowns. So where do we go from here? So is it just the one enemy, or? Oh, okay, so I ended up getting attacked. So I thought, yeah, let's put that on. And I'm actually really glad that, oh, actually I do end up dying. Oh, I forgot about that. I should have cut that out. Oh well, who cares? just goes to show. So you know, it's trial and error. You're just trying to see how things work. So yeah, you put on the trap, you get him splat, and yeah, we've already sussed out. Yeah, we've already sussed out the environmental kills and stuff like that. So if you activate that trap there, you move around here. So you can actually get a stealth kill on him. So at least that's easy. You know what to do there. And what do I do from there? What's happening over there? Alright, down. Okay, there we go. So now they finally attack. Oh, so you can see them in the background. Oh, not in the background, but you know, from a different area. We got 2 splats.
You do what you have to do to keep everyone alive till I get there.
Oh god, he's very like BJ in this. Like he's morbid, sort of spiritual type of personality really comes out in this in this game in particular, especially later on, where it really starts coming into play. It really starts coming into focus. But like I said, actually playing this game feels really, really good. It actually does feel good to play this game. Have to admit, even though I'm playing medium difficulty in this game as well, so just to show you, you know, the fact that I'm consistently getting hit and everything like that, like, it must have been, like, between the last game and this game, the AI have really stepped up in terms of accuracy as well. Oh, this part was pretty cool as well. Obviously, you can't, that's so, oh god, it's so out there. Oh, trying to get the weaponry and trying to get the ammo when I can't. So is there another enemy? Oh yeah, there are more enemies around here. So there we go. Pretty easy stuff. I mean, you know. So I have to, like I said, the ideas for this game, like the pistons and everything like that, and everything for you to move around and stuff like that, it's actually really cool. Like, it really impressed me, just the, you know, it's one thing with game design and stuff like that, you want to make levels that are interesting, and it turns out you can actually somewhat jump in your wheelchair. Wait, did he die? Didn't even look like he died. It just looked like he crouched just to cover his head. Oh yeah, and you can find notes and everything like that. So this is Soldier Oscar's note to Commandant Fisher, or Commander Fisher. I know there is a commandant rank in military and stuff like that, but I'm not too sure whether I don't know whether it's I don't know how high up they are, if they're like commandant and commander are the same thing or whatever. But in any case, it's you know, it's interesting reading some of the notes and everything that they have, because they tell a little bit of the backstory of how things happened between the 5 months that you were unconscious and to the end. And even then, it actually tells you a bit of information before that, which is you know, quite interesting. It feels, you know, they tend to excuse me, oh, it's quite late at night when I'm doing this. They tend to fill a lot of the gaps and everything like that as well in this sort of stuff. So was it here that I got a little bit stuck trying to figure out where I was supposed to go? Oh no, here it is. So here's a concerning thing. You don't want to just rush right into enemies and just try and, like, you can do that, but when you're in a wheelchair with only one gun, it's not the smartest idea. So I was just trying to think which would be the best way to try and, you know, take them out. So I can see that there's an enemy at the back there. I'm just waiting so that I can slide down, go around the corner, do a silent kill, and then start shooting a few enemies that way. If you can take out a couple of enemies first before making noise and everything like that, silent kills. Oh, and that kind of ruined it. Yep. So yeah, it's good, you know, like, oh, that's another thing, you know, I don't know if I mentioned this in the last one. Oh no, still worried. So yeah, just going through, trying to find the rest of the enemies. Obviously you got some health. Yeah, so you can see the overcharged kills. So if you actually kill enemies when you have higher health, you actually get special bonus points for it. You can actually level up certain well, I wouldn't say abilities, but you can actually level up certain aspects to your playtime, your gameplay. which allow you to gain certain abilities, like you know, whether or gameplay elements such as, you know, being able to hold an extra grenade, or reloading faster, or every time you kill someone you gain a little bit of health or something like that, or health drained slower or something like that. At least that's how it was in the last game anyway, and I'm pretty sure this game's very similar. Oh, it looks like the audio and video is actually syncing up a little bit now. That's always good. Okay, so if you go around here, there's not much. Okay, but the fun thing about this is as well, like once you know, go down here and stuff like that, just going around these corridors. I was talking about the level design as well earlier. The level design in these type of games is really, really cool. Well, in this game in particular, it's, you know, it's really unique. You know, sometimes they yeah, there we go, bang, 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 bang. Sometimes they really, you know, put some unexpected stuff. The unexpected is a really common thing in games like this.
Back in the saddle, old man. Ignore the
You know, such as Death's Head's compound in the first one, where you get captured by Death's Head and you have to choose between Wyatt and Fergus. There's some other ones as well. And the previous, like in the last video when I was showing you the montage of stuff, the surprise when you go through the door and there's this big panzer machine, big panzer dog, Panzerhund I think it was called, where it comes out of nowhere and starts trying to bite on my leg, and then Wyatt throws a oh god, it's so out of sync, it's ridiculous. Where Wyatt actually throws the grenade and blows its head off and everything like that. That surprised me the first time I saw it as well. I was like, oh god, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, so I don't even know what's around here. I'm just like, I know where the switch is, but I was just looking around for extra stuff because there's always secrets. And a game like this, it's always worth checking for secrets and stuff like that, because you'll be able to find a whole bunch of different collectibles. Like in this game, there's so many collectibles that you can get. So even here, so this is the response from Commandant Fisher to Oscar, Soldier Oscar. I love the fact that they actually write it in German on top, and then give you the translation underneath. Because even though I can read German, I can read a bit of German, I know how to pronounce things, but you know, I haven't studied German I haven't learned German since high school, so I know some words. And I can understand a few different things here and there, but it's you know, I haven't done German since I was 16, so it's been what, 15 years, I'd say, since I last studied it. But in any case, you know, yeah, you pick up on it's like any other language, you know, you pick up on a few words and you just make assumptions on how everything goes that way. So there we go. So you throw a grenade, bang. So that's really good. Oh, this is really off-putting, having to watch everything go so out of sync. So you can see here, just trying to move around, make sure you don't get hit. The good thing about this is that if you get hit, and you make your way to safety, your health actually goes up by the nearest 10. Well, the next 10 anyway. So if you've got like 29 health, that will increase to 30 if you know, if you're able to stay out of fire. If you are at 21, it goes up to 30. You know, it goes up to the next 10, and that's pretty cool. That was a really interesting mechanic that I discovered in the last game. But usually, in the last game, they usually do it by 20s. They go up to the nearest 20. So increments of 20, or you know, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. In this one though, they're doing it by 10s because your base health is 50. Which I always found that interesting, so I was just thinking, you know, maybe later on in the game you can get some decent health upgrades. I mean, look at that. I mean, look at the upgrades already. I'm already at 80, like I'm over 100 health, and I've got 80 armor as well. And I like going up these ramps, like whee, and down again. It's like a roller coaster of sorts. I think it was here I actually ended up getting lost because I totally forgot. I forgot that I actually didn't flick the switch from earlier. So I'm kind of just going around. I think I ended up just going around in circles. Ah, yeah, there's a few enemies around here. Totally forgot. I wondered what was going on there. Oh, well. So yeah, like I said, and the details, the actual surroundings of the environment that you're in and everything like that, it's really cool. It's really cool. Like, look at the detail that you've got on the pipes and everything like that, and the electrical wiring and stuff. And the fact that half this stuff is actually, you can actually interact with a lot of it, makes it really more interesting. So yeah, you make your way through. I think I end up going back to. Yeah, we're at this room here. So we just grab. Oh yeah, we can grab everything we can. I totally missed that. Well, I think it was a newsletter or a newspaper of some sort. And yeah, we've already been here. We've already been here. It's so weird actually talking, like doing a proper voice. By the way, you know, obviously I'm doing a voiceover for this because once again, trying to record and like trying to capture footage and actually record, trying to record audio, like a voice commentary as I'm playing the game, is quite difficult for some reason. It's it just doesn't work out. So here is actually the spot that we had from the other side of the U-boat. So this is actually a special place, and they've got some particular things. So you can see some bread, and there's a diary here as well. Turns out the diary, there we go, Christ out Rebel M's journal. So he doesn't even use his name; he uses the or her name, something like that. But yeah, this person just basically is like freaking out. Like it's just getting sick of yeah, just partly going insane. To put it in a simple term. So there we go, we've got all sorts of stuff there, so we can make our way back. And hopefully we can hopefully I remember to actually flip that conveyor belt and actually go from there. So do I actually, oh, I think I end up going the long way. Oh no, I don't, I go backwards. So yeah, go through there.
Alright, belt reversed. Up we go.
Okay, so here we go, the belt goes up. It's really cool. As you can tell, I'm going to be shooting a whole bunch of enemies. So yeah, they'll try and sneak one in there. Try and sneak a Nazi in there from... and I think that's all of the Nazis, and then we end up going into the cutscene. So there we go. And we get attacked by a Nazi. And as you can tell, and okay, bang. So here's Anna. She's come with a pregnant belly glory. Here we go.
William, I prayed for you to wake up.
I'm a burn.
Don't be stupid. Okay. Let's get you up.
So it looks like the cutscenes are actually going at a slower frame rate than the actual gameplay itself.
You've gotten so fat.
It says we're having twins.
Oh god, twins. Oh god, I would hate twins. Ugh. When I was having my third child, I was really scared about having twins. When I was having my fourth child, I was even more scared about having twins. Oh god, I love it when Set comes in. I think there's one thing I really wanted to do, like when I'm like really old and kind of decrepit, I want to act like an old Jewish man. Oh, here we go. Bang, 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 bang. So as you can see here on the U-boat, we're actually, there's actually obviously that aircraft there.
You should climax! Smile!
So there we go, Max Haas, who can't even say his, you can only say his name, can't actually communicate any other way. So here's Caroline being a badass. I mean, look at that knife throw, how awesome was that? And unfortunately she gets smacked by a super soldier. And there we go. So Fergus was actually fighting on there as well. He's still got his Glasgow jacket on. See, that's the thing. You're going back. Okay, are things starting to sync up now?
Du hast die vereinbarten Leibesübungen nicht gemacht und deinen Weg nicht eingehalten.
Vergib mir, Mutter. Ich habe gestern ein kleines
It's kind of syncing up now. Oh, good, finally.
Dumme Kuh! Du bist eine Schande für deine Rasse!
It's taken about, what, 10 minutes to get into it to actually sync up? Oh, that's right, it's at the end of the sync. It's at the end of the video clip. That kind of sucks. So, oh god, just like... I don't even know how to describe the relationship between them two, you know, Frau Engel and Sigrun. It's, you know, really, I kind of get taken back by it, not because it's, you know, just the relationship between the two, just the overpowering, you know, the expectations for the children, you know, the expectations of having your child. I would never see my children as a disgrace, never. Interesting to see that she can actually speak English, but at the same time, for a woman who's most likely in her 60s, and a general, for that matter.
Don't go in there, William.
They have our people.
She trapped our vessel, Anshka. What can we do? You're right here. We'll have to somehow release our U-boat once you're up there.
I can't lose you. You're weak, William. You're in no shape to fight.
Oh, there we go. Now the audio syncing is up. I can't believe how big of an issue this is. It's so off-putting. Like for me, like for me, audio has to be like the more perfect, the better, obviously. But
You going to run us over with your little wheelchair?
do they have American accents? Do those soldiers have American accents? It's interesting to see, but at the same time, it's not, because, you know, obviously, you know, Nazi Germany not only takes over Europe, but actually takes over part of the United States as well. Ah, here we go, and the audio is out of sync again.
What a funny sight. The mastermind crawling around. Oh, it must
And there's Caroline as well. So Caroline's actually paralyzed, if you hadn't noticed. But in previous videos, you can see she was in the wheelchair. We ended up taking her wheelchair. And there's Fergus in the background, getting hauled down as well.
I fucked up somehow. She tracked us down. I fucked every single
Smack. Yeah. Oh, the audio's so far behind, it's ridiculous.
You think you're a hero, William Joseph Lasker?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to cap the frame limit on this. I think it's on unlimited frame cap, which is a bit of a concern. I shouldn't really do that.
Let me tell you. You're not. Only the degenerate rats of the slum admire you. The filthy
Josh, check it out.
festering in the
How concerning is that? I mean, check it out. You got Caroline on the floor. You got the super suit that is unavailable. You got a super soldier there, and you got everyone held by, you know, get everyone holding you back.
Is this how a hero looks like?
It's like she can talk. In the last game, you ended up ripping her jaw. Oh, by the way, we got a catheter as well. Oh, having a pee in a bag. That sucks.
Everyone will see what a useless joke you are.
Yeah, in the last game though, we ripped open her jaw. We completely shot her down. She could barely speak. So if you have a look at the left, if her left side of the face, you'll actually see a whole bunch of scarring and stuff like that. So obviously she's had plastic surgery of some sort, you know. But
Don't be silly. The resistance
smack.
does
Yeah.
not bow.
Oh, I shouldn't really laugh at that, but yeah, you try and get the, you know, obviously the daughter's just trying to save you, like saying, no, you said you were going to set them free.
Ihren Kopf von ihren Schultern.
Aber du hast gesagt, dass
Du
du
hast
sie
gesagt, du machst deine Leibesübung und du verzichtest auf den Zucker. Was haben meine Männer in deinem Zimmer gefunden, als sie durchsucht haben? Schokolade, Kekse, Limonade, Bonbons. Ganz abzusehen von den kranken Sachen, die du in dein Tagebuch geschrieben hast. Willst du befreien? Gut. Nimm.
So yeah, this was just...
Du hast
I don't even want to speak during this scene.
Köpfe sie! Oder du kannst
Again, this is just defies expectations.
los! Los, los! Los, 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 los!
Don't do it, girl!
Go on, Fergus, say no.
Ich kann nicht, Mutter. Mach schon! Nein! Ich kann das nicht!
So yeah, I can't do it. I know what I obviously, even though it's got subtitles, I do know what that means.
Mit Terror und verräterischen Worten vollschmieren. Das kannst du. Einige davon waren sogar auf Englisch. Seite für Seite ergießt sich dein widerwärtiger Geist. Du aufgehst wie eine...
Oh yeah, that's just like breaking down character altogether. It's just completely whittling him down. This is kind of what they would do in... This is what they do in the army. Just completely, you know, defamate you and just break you down entirely so that you're just completely wallowing in your own self-pity. Man, I'd hate to treat kids like that. I would hate treating my own kids like that.
Give in to these people. I think not. I think... You just...
Oh, jeez. So yeah, first time I saw that scene, I was just like, oh my god, how could they do that? Like, it's the first bloody mission, well, almost the first mission. This is like, what, second mission or something like that? It did say exit level. Yeah, he's just decapitated. I mean, look at the texturing in that. It's actually quite cool.
One moment you...
The blood's a bit foolish.
Were these eyes ever filled with a lover's gift?
Oh, see, this is just pure evil.
Das ist nicht komisch. Willst du auch ein Küsschen, wie du es in deinem Tagebuch geschrieben hast? Auf deine dicken, fetten Wangen? Oder vielleicht lieber hier.
So yeah, pushing her back. Another slap. Slaps in this game are actually quite common. Really interesting.
Zwischen dir.
So yeah, actually having a look at
Du wirst finden.
oh, and if you didn't check that out, Caroline's head just got squished by the super soldier as well.
Also an old friend of yours? Bitte hör auf, es reicht. Aus dem Weg! Nein!
Oh, so he gets his arm sliced off as well. Man, the amount of adrenaline that he would have to like, what are you doing as a super soldier? Wouldn't you just crush him with your knee or something like that instead of just choking him? And then you got Frau Engel fighting with Sigrun as well. Sigrun's on top, actually doing decent damage, actually, you know, holding it down. And here we go. We get suited up now. Now this is cool. Oh man, she's a woman on a mission. And then this Fergus, just that I've never met a more manly man than that, except for that guy I met on, like, I spoke to on the forum. I didn't speak to him, but I read on the forums of how he would actually walk around his backyard, got a bullet in his leg, just a straight bullet in his yard when he was mowing the lawn, hit him right in the leg, and like in his shin or calf or something like that, and he just kept mowing the lawn. He just walked it off.
I can tell you how to live.
Yeah, so instead of killing Sigrun, where she's basically giving us information, she does not want to be a Nazi. Looks like she does not want to be a Nazi anymore. She doesn't want to help her. She doesn't want to help out Frau Engel anymore.
Electromagnetic tractor on.
Oh god, I have to admit the name kind of suits it, Frau Engel. You know, basically Miss or Mrs. Angel. Engel meaning angel in German. Oh, very suitable names. Mind you, the stupidest name that I've seen in these Wolfenstein games was Hans Gross, or Hans Grosse. I think it was Hans. Yeah. In any case, basically it means John Big, which is like no, stupid name. No, you can't call the guy John Big. Ugh. So yeah, anyway, this is leading up to the next mission anyway, and because it's already been almost half an hour, I think we're going to leave it here. So guys, thanks very much, and we'll see you next time. So long!